Hello, this is Shay Smith, and this is my data protocol sheet. As you can see, I just have one sheet here. I wanted to make sure that it was only one sheet instead of two, so that way when educators and staff and faculty were trying to go through all these questions, they wouldn't have to be flipping back and forth. This would be easiest to use if it was just printed out and handed to the groups. You could have one per group, or you give everybody a piece of paper, titled it LHS Data Analysis for Lewisburg High School. If we go ahead and zoom in on this, what you can see is up here, first I have the types of data. I have the demographic, perceptions, student learning, and student processes, and then what all those types of data are. I think that it's important that staff realize that not all data is just numbers, and so I wanted to give them something to continually go back and look at as they are going through some of these questions to remember what actually is data, what isn't, and what they can put on the sheet. I went ahead and put a spot for group members just in case group members change or if they're consistent. One thing I like about this sheet is you could use this for department meetings, or you could use it for grade levels, or you could use it for whole school or just whole district. It doesn't really matter. As long as you put your group members here and what those group members do in the building, I think that's really important. And then you can put the date so you can go back and discuss at different dates what you thought previously. The rest of these sections go through the questions that were mentioned in the book, and I thought they were really good and kind of general overview, so that way as you answer the questions you can get more in depth. So who are we? Why do we exist? Where are we now? Where do we want to be? How can we get to where we want to be? What are the gaps? How will we implement, and how will we evaluate? I like all these questions because it kind of gives you, these first few questions are like who are we? Why do we exist? Where are we now? It gives you a general overview of the school itself in general. And then we kind of look to the future, where do we want to be and how can we get there. And then I really like the fact that you can look at the gaps, figure out where those are, how we're going to implement, and then how will we evaluate, because I think it's really important that we figure out how to implement the changes and then how to evaluate. And as we go back through and look at this from time to time as there are different meetings throughout the school year, then you can see changes.